Well, we're here at Smart Energy Expo 2021 at the SolarAnalytics stand, and I'm talking to Suji about some products they got here. So Suji, I'm standing in front of a whole lot of stuff. What's going on here?
So we're looking at our Tower of Power, which obviously has lots of devices on there. We are a software company, but in order to get software to our solar owners, which is who we're trying to service, we have meters that go into switchboards that read all the measurements you want and turn that data into information.
So basically this is data acquisition equipment that you put the smarts onto that and do clever things.
Exactly.
Right, hence the analytics in your name.
Exactly. We have a team of very smart people. The amount of PhDs in our organisation are too much to count, but yes, we have really complex algorithms that do things that no one else in the industry is doing.
I guess a bit like Google. They're not just there to find stuff.
Yes. That's right. There's a whole bit behind. So, what we like to say is that other monitoring platforms, including inverter monitoring, they'll tell you what your system is doing, but we will tell you what your system should be doing.
Yeah. In the early days of SolarAnalytics, I remember Nigel Morris saying that he got a call because he was a customer.
Yes.
And he said, we think you have a tree growing up over the east side of your house. And he goes, how can you tell that? From photos from space? But it was from analytics, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly. And that's what we find really interesting, because obviously, there's critical failure, and most systems will tell you if there's a critical failure, but there's a whole range between a perfectly working system and critical failure. And so our algorithms are, because we have such specific site system data, we pull in satellite weather data, it's all very complex, lots of inputs. We can tell what a system should be producing on any given day in any location in Australia. So we know when there are slight underperforming issues, and those are often missed by by inverters, and so and those little slight underperforming issues can actually mean real dollars. So that's what we think we do really well, and we give customers the confidence that their system is working at a glance.
So on top of the monitoring and economics, are there other features that you can do with the analytics?
Yeah, there's tons we can do. So because we have really specific site data, most customers, they're buying solar because they want to save money, right? So they don't actually really care about energy. So looking at how much energy they're drawing from their solar is not really useful to them. So we turn that into actual dollar amounts, and people can see on a day, on a week, on a month, however they want to look at it, exactly what they've saved. We're about to launch a new tariff switching feature as well, which, again, there are lots of websites where you can compare tariffs, but that's very general. What we're going to do is say, well, these are the tariffs, but now that we know how you use your energy, when you use your energy, do you actually export? Do you draw from the grid at off-peak or during peak times? We can actually tell you which tariff will actually be the best for you specifically.
So tariff switching, I didn't know that was a thing. I knew some retailers give you an app and that you can manually, sit there all day watching the price of electricity and go, oh, I think I'll buy now. No, I'll charge my battery now. You can just put smarts on that.
Exactly. So we've started it at the moment. Our customers can see that they can upload their bills. That's our first step. But I would say in Q3, you'll see this awesome new feature.
Oh, so they upload the bill and you can see what their tariffs are and then find better solutions for them?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's really an evolving market, certainly when you've got the 5-minute settlement coming in August, so the CNI market's going to be interesting too.
Yep, most definitely. And our systems, we've got more on residential systems, but obviously they also work very well on commercial systems. And we know that our installer network finds, because we've got 4G capability in that commercial space, much easier to install systems with LGC metering, all that sort of stuff.
So you can monitor single phase, 3-phase, loads, generation. I see you got
sub-circuits,
some Rogowski coils, so you can do some really big stuff.
Really big stuff,
okay.
Exactly.
All right, you've got it all covered.
Yes.
Now the software, where it's really all happening, that's where all the PhDs hang out,
yes.
is accessible through a web browser, through a tablet.
All of the above. Yes, that's right. So obviously through a laptop PC, but also there's a phone app, a tablet. You can see the tablet down here. Yes, and you get all the same information, And again, what we really try and stress is that we're not giving people data; we're giving them information. There are insights in there. We're really trying to make that a really personal experience.
Cool. Well, thanks, Suji.
Thank you.
Okay. Done. Great. You're good. Really.
I hate that.